The clock ticked ominously toward midnight under a sky heavy with snow. Mia stood at the edge of Evergreen's bustling Christmas market, feeling the weight of her 32 years pressing heavily on her heart. 3 days before Christmas, and her life felt like a shattered snow globe, remnants of her last broken relationship swirling relentlessly. The world around her was a festive blur of laughter and lights, yet she felt like a ghost, drifting through memories of what once was, as she meandered through the labyrinth of twinkling stalls, hoping to escape the chill of her own solitude. Her gaze was inexplicably drawn to a small cocoa stand, where laughter seemed to radiate like a beacon. There, behind the counter, was Lucas. His eyes, bright and inviting, seemed to pierce through the gloom that enveloped her heart. It was as if, in the chaos of her world, fate had conspired to bring them together at that very moment. Compelled by an unspoken connection, Mia found herself approaching the stand. When Lucas handed her a cup of steaming cocoa, their fingers brushed, igniting a spark that sent warmth coursing through her veins. "Cold night, isn't it?" Lucas said, his voice rich with warmth and sincerity. "Yes, but this cocoa definitely helps," Mia replied, managing a smile that felt foreign yet comforting. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, like a long-lost melody suddenly remembered. Lucas, too, was a newcomer to Evergreen, spending Christmas away from his family to help his aunt with her business. The shared sense of displacement created a bond that neither could ignore. As the market began to empty, Mia and Lucas lingered, their laughter echoing into the frosty night. It was as if they had known each other for a lifetime, each story and shared dream weaving a tapestry of connection that felt like destiny's touch. With a playful wink, Lucas suggested they take a stroll through the nearby park, where trees shimmered with a cascade of lights. As they walked, the crunch of snow beneath their feet seemed to harmonize with the rhythm of their hearts. They spoke of holiday traditions, childhood memories, and dared to dream of futures where loneliness was but a distant memory. In a clearing, under a canopy of twinkling stars and falling snow, Lucas paused and turned to face Mia, his expression softening with something unspoken yet profoundly understood. "Meeting you feels like coming home," he confessed, his words a gentle balm to Mia's weary soul. Mia's smile was genuine this time, her heart swelling with a happiness she hadn't dared to imagine. "I feel the same way. It's like fate knew exactly what we needed," she whispered. As if sharing a secret under the glow of the Christmas lights, Lucas leaned in and kissed Mia tenderly, sealing a promise that their story was just beginning. That Christmas, neither felt alone. They discovered that sometimes the most cherished gifts are found in the unexpected twists of fate, where two hearts find solace and love on the brink of a once lonely holiday. The following days were a whirlwind of discovery and joy. Mia and Lucas spent every moment they could together, exploring the quaint town of Evergreen, each corner and alleyway becoming a part of their shared tapestry. They built snowmen in the park, their laughter mingling with the crisp winter air, and shared stories over long dinners that stretched into the early hours of the morning. On Christmas Eve, as the town gathered for the annual tree-lighting ceremony, Mia and Lucas found themselves surrounded by the warmth and joy of the community. Hand in hand, they watched as the towering evergreen tree burst into a symphony of lights, each bulb a testament to the magic of the season. "Mia," Lucas said softly, turning to her with a look of earnest sincerity. "I know it's only been a short time, but meeting you has changed everything for me. It's like I've been waiting for this moment my entire life." Mia felt tears of joy welling up in her eyes. "I feel the same, Lucas. You've brought light into my life when I needed it most. It's like we were always meant to find each other." As the first notes of a familiar Christmas carol filled the air, Lucas pulled Mia into a gentle embrace, their hearts beating as one beneath the twinkling stars. It was in that moment, surrounded by the beauty of the season and the promise of new beginnings, that they both knew their lives would never be the same. The next morning, Christmas Day, Mia awoke to a world transformed by a fresh blanket of snow. The town of Evergreen seemed to sparkle with renewed magic, and Mia's heart mirrored the landscape. She and Lucas spent the morning volunteering at the local community center, serving Christmas breakfast to those who needed it the most. The warmth and gratitude of the townspeople filled the room, echoing the spirit of giving and community that Mia and Lucas had found in each other. After breakfast, they decided to take a walk through the woods surrounding Evergreen. The trees, heavy with snow, stood like silent guardians of the secret paths they wove through. As they walked, Lucas shared stories of his childhood, painting vivid pictures of snowy adventures and family gatherings that made Mia feel as though she was part of them. They reached a secluded clearing where the world seemed to pause, wrapped in the serene beauty of winter. Lucas reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, beautifully wrapped gift. Handing it to Mia, he watched as her eyes widened in surprise. "Merry Christmas, Mia," he said softly, his voice filled with emotion. Mia unwrapped the gift to find a delicate snowflake pendant, its intricate design capturing the light and casting tiny rainbows on the snow around them. It was a symbol of everything they had shared: beauty, uniqueness, and the fleeting magic of a moment. "It's beautiful, Lucas," Mia whispered, touched by his thoughtful gesture. "Thank you, just like you," Lucas replied with a smile, helping her fasten the pendant around her neck. "I wanted you to have something to remind you of this Christmas. Of us." They spent the afternoon skating on a frozen pond, their laughter echoing across the ice as they twirled and glided together, lost in the joy of the moment. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, they settled on a bench, wrapped in blankets and sipping hot cocoa. "Lucas, this has been the most wonderful Christmas I could have imagined," Mia said, resting her head on his shoulder. "It's only the beginning, Mia," Lucas promised, his eyes filled with hope and certainty. "I can't wait to see what the future holds for us." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, they both knew that the magic of Evergreen had brought them together for a reason. In each other they had found not just love, but a sense of belonging and the promise of a shared future. And so, in the heart of winter, under a blanket of stars, Mia and Lucas began a new chapter, one filled with love, laughter, and the unbreakable bond forged in the warmth of a Christmas they would always cherish. The days following that unforgettable Christmas were filled with a warmth that seemed to envelop Mia and Lucas like a cozy blanket. They continued to explore Evergreen together, finding joy in the simplest of activities, cooking meals side by side, decorating Lucas's aunt's house, and attending community events. Their love blossomed, each moment deepening the connection they had formed in just a short time. As winter melted into spring, the town transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors. Blossoming flowers lined the streets, and the air buzzed with the sounds of laughter and celebration. Mia and Lucas often found themselves talking about their dreams and aspirations. They shared their hopes for the future, and with each conversation, the idea of family began to take root in their hearts. One sunny afternoon, while enjoying a picnic by the lake, Lucas took Mia's hands in his and looked deeply into her eyes. "I can't imagine my life without you, Mia. You've brought so much joy into my world," he confessed, his voice filled with sincerity. "I want to spend forever with you. Will you marry me?" Mia's heart soared as tears filled her eyes. "Yes, Lucas, 1,000 times yes!" she exclaimed, wrapping her arms around him. In that moment, surrounded by nature's beauty, their dreams intertwined, and they knew they were destined to create a life together. The months flew by as they planned their wedding, filled with laughter and anticipation. They chose a beautiful date in the fall, when the leaves would be ablaze with colors that mirrored their love. As they prepared for their big day, Mia noticed subtle changes within herself. She felt more tired than usual and attributed it to the wedding preparations. However, a nagging feeling pushed her to take a pregnancy test. One evening, as Lucas was out running errands, Mia took the test. She held her breath, her heart pounding as the seconds ticked by. When the result appeared, her heart raced with disbelief. She was pregnant. A wave of emotions washed over her: joy, excitement, and a hint of nervousness. She couldn't wait to share the news with Lucas. When he returned home, Mia could hardly contain her excitement. "Lucas, I have something amazing to tell you," she said, her voice bubbling with enthusiasm. As she revealed the news, Lucas's face transformed from confusion to pure elation. He swept Mia into his arms, spinning her around as they both laughed and cried with joy. Over the next few months, they embraced the journey of pregnancy together, attending doctor's appointments and preparing a nursery filled with love and warmth. With each passing day, their excitement grew, and so did their bond. They often spoke about the kind of parents they wanted to be, sharing dreams of family traditions and adventures. Finally, the day arrived when Mia went into labor. Lucas was by her side, holding her hand and encouraging her through every contraction. After hours of anticipation, they welcomed their beautiful baby girl into the world, a perfect blend of both of them. They named her Lily, a name that embodied the beauty and purity of new beginnings. As Mia held Lily for the first time, tears streamed down her face, tears of joy, love, and gratitude. Lucas wrapped his arms around them, whispering sweet words of love and promises to protect and cherish their little family. Soon after Lily's arrival, Mia and Lucas exchanged vows in a small, intimate ceremony surrounded by their closest friends and family. The warmth of the day mirrored the love they shared, and as they said, "I do," they knew they were embarking on the greatest adventure of all, parenthood together. With each passing day, their love deepened, nurtured by the laughter of their daughter and the memories they created as a family. Mia and Lucas learned the beauty of unconditional love, the joy of shared responsibilities, and the magic found in the little moments. As they watched Lily grow, they often found themselves reminiscing about that fateful Christmas where it all began. They knew that the twists of fate had led them to each other, and they were grateful for every step of their journey, a journey filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a bright future together. Thank you for watching Endless Tales of Love. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's connect and discuss how we navigate love in all its messy, beautiful forms. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real-life stories and discussions. See you in our next upcoming video. Goodbye.